Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Bronx. This is Tarot Talk. These are Tarot Tings, and I'm your host, Boogie down Bronx. And I am here to take care of the Libras. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This reading can resonate for you if you have Libra as a sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign like I do. My Venus is in Libra. So Libras, let's get started here. I already did your pre-shuffle, and so we're gonna see what you need to surrender for August. You got, okay, I have not looked at these yet. So the first card is surrender to setting limits. Okay, it is healthy to set boundaries in relationships. Practice expressing your needs and remember that no is a complete sentence. Okay, so one of the stereotypes about Libras, but I also feel like it is true because I have this Venus in Libra. It is very hard to say no. It's hard to say no because you're so worried about the other person and you don't want to cause any disharmony. You don't want any problems. You don't want no beef. So learning how to set more limits though and setting boundaries for yourself is going to be so beneficial for you, Libra, for August and just in general, because it will help you to conserve your energy and not always feel like you are having to overextend yourself, and it makes you look more assertive, more independent, more attractive when you say no. It might not feel like that because people might not like it, but ultimately it makes you stronger in the end. So surrender to saying no, setting more limits. And then you have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar into your life. So what beliefs do you have about yourself that are outdated? So beliefs you had about yourself maybe from an ex that used to always put you down or criticize you, or your parents who always used to criticize you and put you down and call you this and that, or just labels you put upon yourself like you can't do this, or you're not good enough, you're not experienced enough, you're not this, you're not that. What do you need to let go of that you've been telling yourself over and over that's just not true, or you have no proof, okay, that it's true about you? And so surrender outdated thinking and old beliefs that you need to put to rest about yourself. Okay, so that was a card that wanted to come out because I was when I was shuffling, it was one card that tried to flip. So you got flame here that flipped out, and Cancer had this card yesterday. You could have Cancer placements, but flames representing eternity. So there's something about you, your individuality, that is always going to be burning bright. You're always going to have an eternal flame. Your soul never dies. So that, or maybe you should consider doing some candle work for yourself if you want to attract more self-love, attract something more into your life. Consider doing that. Okay, the flame, you have grapes. Grapes represent satisfaction. Okay, so maybe you need to really look at your life and figure out what is really going to satisfy you, or take some time to really get satisfied. Take some time to really think about what's going to bring you that satisfaction, something to, Libra is ruled by Venus, which is all about beauty and what makes you attracted, what you're attracted to, your attractions. So think about that. Maybe you need to reward yourself more. Okay, reward yourself. Think about what it is that's going to satisfy you on all levels. Okay, you know what I mean? And then you have web. Web represents cosmic plan. So there is a plan happening currently in your life that is higher than what you can see. So you need to surrender and trust the divine plan, the plan that whatever you believe in, God, spirit, universe has for your life. Okay, I did a little pre-shuffle here. Got 3 of Cups at the bottom. That's y'all's card right there. Y'all are always in the entanglements. I've never seen a sign more involved in a third party. Okay, so let's see what's going on overall for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. What's the overall general energy for Libra? Okay, the Emperor. I like this, okay? That's your overall energy. What's the biggest challenge or obstacle for Libra in August? 2 of Cups, okay. What's the solution to that obstacle, that challenge? What's the solution to that? 4 of Swords in reverse. Okay, I'm gonna have to clarify. Okay, let's see what's hidden and what's revealed to Libra in August. What's hidden and what's going to be revealed to Libra? Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, a lot of partnership stuff here going on. What's hidden and what's revealed, please? Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, and the overall advice for Libra for August. And then we'll break it down. 10 of Swords in reverse. Okay. Anything else? Okay, nothing else from this deck. All right. So your overall energy, you have the Emperor. The Emperor for your overall energy. So with that card, that reminds me of literally what we just had right here, surrender to setting limits, because the Emperor is really about your masculine energy. The Emperor is the sign of the divine masculine, and also Aries. You could have Aries in your chart, but you are in this place overall in August where you want to be more in charge. So that might not be very comfortable for you, okay? Especially with being a Libra, your opposite sign is Aries, which is usually a more assertive sign, can be more self-serving or selfish sign. And so I feel like you want to tap into that energy, but you might not feel like you can do it, okay? Outdated beliefs about yourself. Just because your sign is the sign of duality and harmony and partnerships, that doesn't mean that you can't be independent, okay? So you kind of have to stray away from that idea like, I don't know, I can't be in this managerial position. I'm not manager material. I'm not blah, blah. I can't own my own business. I can't. You have to really try to separate yourself out of that energy in August, okay? I think that the more you start to claim ownership over your own life, claim ownership and determination and drive and standards and discipline and balance for yourself and for your work, that is when you're going to see the results, not when you telling yourself, oh, I can't. Okay, really be careful about you saying those things, even thinking those things and applying truth to them, okay? They don't have to be true. All right, even if you're a naturally submissive person, you can learn how to be more dominant. You can learn how to be more aggressive. Okay, it takes practice, it takes time, it feels a little uncomfortable, but you can do it. Okay, Emperor energy. So I think you're in a place where you want to take charge. All right, or you're just like, I need to take charge. I need to take charge over this situation more, or you're just thinking about it. You're in the energy of it, and that is really good. You're in the energy of wanting to be more action oriented. Okay, so that's first thing. Now for your biggest challenge here, you have the Two of Cups upright. So that's your biggest obstacle, your biggest challenge, and let's see why that is. Okay, and it's upright, so it could be that you're having some issues with your relationships right now for some reason. Let me get more information on that before I even say anything else. Okay, why is the Two of Cups here? Here's your other card you like, Three of Swords. Why is the Two of Cups here for Libra as their biggest obstacle and challenge, please? Tell me about the Two of Cups. Let's see. Oh, Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you got that card twice. Okay. You have the Two of Wands in reverse for what's hidden, and then this just popped out for you. Let's see. Your balance in your partnerships needs some realignment, readjusting. Tell me more about that Two of Cups energy, please. Tell me more. Tell me more. Six of Cups and Two of Pentacles. Two. You're going to be seeing twos. All about that balance, okay? Tell me more about the Two of Cups upright, please. Temperance, balance, Ace of Cups. Okay. Alrighty. So this is what I'm seeing here for right now. You have all these twos here. Okay. So you have the Two of Wands in reverse that came out, and you have the Ace of Cups. For many of you, you are dealing with a new person or a new romantic situation coming to fruition here, Ace of Cups. But for others of you, you might be a little bit scared to take the next step with this person, or you're really hesitating moving forward with them. Okay, you have with the Two of Wands in reverse, you're kind of getting stuck in an energy where you're really overly cautious for some reason. Then you have the Nine of Wands. Okay, you could have been in a situation where you were hurt a lot in the past, and so you're scared to move forward with somebody. You're scared to take the next steps, and so you're really hesitating. Okay, or you're really having some issues with allowing somebody in. For many of you, you're still stuck on the past. Six of Cups in reverse. And keep in mind, this can be vice versa. This can be the other person's energy as well. Somebody's stuck on the past. Six of Cups in reverse. You're thinking about the past here. And that is what is kind of putting a blockage in you being able to move forward. Five of Pentacles upright also came out. So in the past, you could have been dealing with abandonment issues, or somebody you're connecting with dealing with abandonment issues. But I think you are going to face struggles when it comes to your partnerships in August and your relationships, whether this is really opening your heart with the Ace of Cups and being able to let the love in, or somebody else kind of really needing to step back, okay, not feeling prepared to take the next steps, okay. So, and that's also what's hidden from you. Two of Wands in reverse, showing you where there's an imbalance in your relationships, showing you where you might need to actually go back and reassess some things here. You have the Temperance card upright. Sagittarius, you could be connecting to, or another fire sign, Leo or Aries. There's strong fire and y'all spread. But I think it's all about needing to restore the harmony, and you can do that by having better boundaries. For some of you, that might be what you need, because sometimes that's literally all it takes, is to say, no, I don't feel comfortable with this, or no, I need this. And it can be very, very hard because you don't want to make somebody angry. You don't want to make somebody upset. But literally with all these twos here, Two of Pentacles upright, Two of Wands in reverse, and Two of Wands in reverse here, there needs to be some reassessment. There needs to be everything should be in moderation, okay? So now, looking at your solution here, which is the Four of Swords in reverse. I need to clarify that. Tell me about the Four of Swords in reverse, please, for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. For the solution to the Two of Cups. Tell me about the Four of Swords in reverse. Tell me about the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Okay. And then we have the Three of Cups. Anything else? Okay, honestly, Libra, I feel like there's a lot of overthinking going on here. A lot of overthinking when you should just be enjoying. All right, so you got the Four of Swords in reverse, needing to tend to this restlessness here. Or maybe it's time to make a decision about what you're going to do when it comes to love, or what you're going to do in regards to a specific partnership, a friendship. You have the solution here to the Four of Swords in reverse, this restless energy. You have the Three of Cups upright. So this is literally enjoying yourself, surrounding yourself with friends, people who uplift you, make you laugh, who you can celebrate with. Trying to understand where other people are coming from. You have Leo here now. Now you got all the fire signs, lots of fire. What's going on? Y'all love these fire signs, okay? You got the Sun card upright. So literally focusing on the positives. You might be in this situation here where you're really stuck. You had this card, Six of Swords in reverse, last month, where you're getting stuck on, you're kind of making yourself purposely stuck because something might be a little uncomfortable or new or strange. And so sometimes what it takes is for you to look at things from another perspective, which is not taking it too seriously. And the meaning of that, like just having fun, just enjoying the good side of it, just enjoying the easy parts, okay? Not getting too stuck up on, I feel like I need to go back, because now you have two sixes here in reverse. So that's a very like needing to revisit something from your past energy, where maybe you really just need to move forward, and that's what's stopping you. Okay, I don't feel like you need to necessarily go back for anything. I feel like you have to take this King of Wands now upright, more fire energy, a very assertive approach, and believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, believe in your power, believe in your ability to say no. If you don't want something, you can say no, and you can mean it, and somebody either will like it or not. Okay, that's just what it is. For what's hidden and what's revealed to you, Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, where you might be thinking too much about your past or looking too far ahead and worrying too much about your future. And then you have, lastly, the 10 of Swords in reverse for your advice. So I'm going to clarify. Those are the last 2 cards I'm going to clarify. And then we'll move on to love. Let's see. Tell me, lastly, about this 3 of Wands in reverse for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Tell me about the 3 of Wands in reverse, please. The Lovers. The Lovers. Okay. Libras, why is it that you guys are like, I don't know, there's like a really good, either like a partnership or a romantic situation that's here, but for some reason I think you guys are trying to talk yourselves out of it, or somebody here, the person you're connecting to is trying to talk themselves out of it. So if you're cross watching for a Libra, stop trying to fight this, okay? Just let it flow. All right, you deserve everything that is coming your way. And then tell me about the 10 of Swords in reverse for the advice, please, for Libra. Tell me about the 10 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords. Okay, tell me more about the 4 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Swords. What y'all got so much anxiety about here? So much restlessness and anxiety. Okay, tell me more about the 4 of Swords, please, for Libra in reverse. What is Libra so anxious and nervous about here? I feel like you guys really don't want to get caught up in the same mistakes again. Honestly, that's what I feel like. Like, I feel like if you guys have been through like pain and heartbreak, you don't want to deal with it again, is what it feels like to me. 7 of Wands. So it's like, for many of you, I feel like you definitely have a new situation that has approached you, whether this is like a new friendship, a new job. It's really could be a new love here with the 7 of Wands upright. I think that you guys are trying to block it out, trying to keep your guard up and trying to dismiss it in a way. 4 of Cups here, because it's always a risk involved. It's a risk involved in dealing with anything new, any type of new energies here, because you also have the Ace of Wands upright and the 10 of Swords in reverse, clarifying this 10 of Swords. Tower in reverse, clarifying 10 of Swords. Sorry. And so there's something new approaching here, and trying to be open to love. For some of you, might be still trying to heal from your past situations. You don't want to get caught up in a cycle, but I think that you have an opportunity here. You have 3 aces here. You had the Ace of Cups in the beginning. Now you have the Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands upright. You have something new that's trying to start up in your life, but I think you have to really face your fears. 9 of Swords upright. You have to really face your fears, face your self-sabotage, because, okay, Libras, I'm gonna just be a little bit honest here. I think you guys are self-sabotaging just a little bit, okay? Or somebody is self-sabotaging here. If you're cross-watching for a Libra and you're sabotaging, stop it. Get some help. Stop that. All right, but yeah, your biggest obstacle is being able to be completely happy in your relationships and enjoy each other. Okay, I think that's the thing that needs to happen, is really enjoying the moment and not getting too caught up in what's going to happen. Okay, because that will ruin any situation when you're worried about, you try not to go into a job thinking about when you're going to get fired or when you're going to leave, right? Or when you're going to quit. That's not usually how it goes. So try not to walk into a new relationship and wonder when it's going to end. Just enjoy it right now, okay? Do your best to enjoy it and not be too focused on, if I have more, then I'll be happy. That's definitely the grass is greener type of mentality. Okay, so Libras, let's see what's going on for you. Look more into your love, past, present, and future for single Libras. Okay, that Ace of Cups just flipped out, but it fell. I wasn't ready. Past, present, and future for single Libras, please. Past, present, Tower. Past, present, and future for single Libras. Okay. Tower, 5 of Swords reverse, and the Hierophant. Okay, past, present, and futures for Libras dealing with somebody right now. Past, present, and future for Libras dealing with somebody. Past, present, and future. Hermit in reverse. Okay, Ace of Swords in reverse. Okie dokie. So, let's see what we got here, Libras. So, past single Libras, you got the Tower card upright. Aries, Scorpio energy right here. So in the past, I know Cancers had this energy for their reading, dealing with somebody portion. You could have been dealing with a Cancer. I think I said that already. But in the past, you could have been dealing with somebody who the relationship kind of self-destructed, so to speak. Okay, like it just completely fell apart on you and you had to figure out how to rebuild, so to speak. Or it could have been like you had a very rude awakening. Okay, it could have been like a really bad breakup or just a really hard relationship, just hard relationship lessons that you've gone through that you've had to learn from. And so you had a Tower moment where you realized like something about the way you were approaching love wasn't right. The type of people you were dating or allowing in your energy just wasn't right, or you were repeating cycles, repeating bad habits. And so you realized that. Now you're in the Five of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you could have dealt with the people who you played a lot of games with, or people who play games with you a lot, and you don't want to play games anymore. Five of Swords in reverse. You don't want that. I think you guys want something serious now. You want something long term. You want something that is true to your values and your morals. So if you want marriage and kids, you want somebody that also wants marriage and kids, or that's what you're going to be looking for. Instead of just dating to date, you're going to be saying, okay, do you want this 10 years from now? What are you looking for? Because people don't ask those questions, and then they get surprised when people are like, oh, I don't want kids, and then you want kids, and then it's the whole thing. So Taurus, you could be dealing with in the future as well, or somebody who's very traditional and wants to settle down. Okay, so now in the past for Libras who are dealing with somebody, the World card in reverse, you could have met this person while traveling, or something about this person. They could be far from you. Or you met this person while you were going through some type of milestone. You hit some type of milestone in your life, or some type of change. Or this person just made you feel very complete and content, made you feel like, or you thought the world revolved around this person at first. But now you're in the Ace of Swords in reverse. So there's a little bit of confusion around this connection, a lack of forward movement, a lack of clarity and how to move this thing forward, or where it's at right now for some reason. And then you have the Hermit card in reverse, Virgo energy here, where it's like you might feel like you've lost yourself a little bit in this connection, or you've been in hermit mode for a while and you need to come out of it. Maybe you just feel very distant from your partner, or moving forward you might feel very distant from this person for some reason. Okay, so let's see, let's look at your advice for August and see what happens. What's the advice for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for August, please? August 2020. What's the advice, please, for Libra? What's the advice, please, for Libra in love? Wait. What's the advice for Libra? Balance. Okay, Libras. So yeah, like I was saying here, you guys have someone, I think you're worrying a lot about what somebody else is going to think. Okay, if you open up to them, if you express some type of concern, some type of truth. But in all honesty, you have trust. It is safe to trust the situation, and you have vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. So that's literally what your whole reading was saying. Your biggest challenge, Two of Cups, for your overall message. You're having the most issues with letting somebody nurture you or love you. Maybe you're so concerned about loving somebody else, or what they're going to think about you, and you have this mask or this wall and you don't want to let it down. But Spirit is saying that you can be very vulnerable with this person. And so maybe they're the person who's opening up to you and, you know, telling you all these things, but you're being very closed off. And so balance, like I said, this whole reading, 222, one person is giving too much in this relationship. So you have to look at your balance. Maybe you feel uncomfortable because they're doing too much of something or not enough of something. And so you have to speak up about that. And you can tell them, okay? Don't worry about the outcome so much as like you telling them how you feel. And if somebody is trying to really criticize you about how you feel and tell you that's not right and try to make you feel bad and guilt trip you, then maybe that's not the person for you, because that is very manipulative. Okay, you don't want that type of person. But from what I see here, I think you can really open up and trust this situation, trust this person. But you also want to take your time. Wait, the timing is not quite right, and then you have go slow. Take the time to get to know each other. Okay, so you don't want to rush this situation either. Balance is important. You want to do things in moderation. You don't want to just race to get to the finish line, or race to whatever the finish line looks like for you. If that's marriage, you don't want to just skip all of the good, juicy parts of a partnership or a friendship because you just want to rush it. Okay, you need to slow down. All right, but you can also be vulnerable. You can also trust this. Okay, you can open up, but remember, while you're doing that, if you feel uncomfortable about something, remember your boundaries. Okay, it takes boundaries. You also might need balance and boundaries. Okay, you don't want to have remember, it's boundaries, not barriers. Okay, you don't want to just have one huge wall up and say, okay, I set my boundaries. Like, no, you want to do it in increments or in little ways too, not just one huge way. All right, so that's what I see here for you, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising. Look what's on the top. Boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. I did not see that. I promise. That's what I got. Okay, that's crazy. But yeah, Libras, that's the message overall for you guys. Okay, I think that'll make you feel better. And don't think you can't do it. You can do it. All right, so that's all I have for you, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I think you guys are going to be fine. Okay, try to trust a little more. Try to be more open. Or if the other person needs to, maybe help them in some way. Maybe feel more able to be open to you. Okay, all right, so that's all I got for you. I'm going to finish the rest of these up on my Patreon amongst with other things. We have a new moon in Leo coming up next week. I'm going to be talking about that. And if this reading resonated for you, let me know down in the comments down below. I am at Tarot by Bronx on everything.